Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. We get a lot of interesting picks here, a lot of lands actually, full Mardu color fixing, right? Plateau, Scrubland, Badlands. It'd be kind of sweet if you could just like scoop those up and just have perfect mana. I love Dark Confidant, but the downside is we're passing like perfect Mardu colors, which is like the best pairing for Dark Confidant. I guess blue is also quite good, right? Like Dark Confidant, Remand, Ancestral Recall, Preordained and stuff is a good place to be. But you know, maybe Scrubland does come out. Let's just take Dark Confidant. Or, hang on, we could take like Expressive Iteration Mystical Tutor. No, I don't think I've really drafted a Dark Confidant deck, and there's Mox Pearl. We got past Mox Pearl. Alright, I know what I'm doing. Black-white. Or maybe something else. Lion Sash is really a messed up magic card. The more I play with this card, just the better my evaluation of it gets. It exiles graveyard, so it's like a scavenging ooze, but you can hit lands. It's graveyard hate, and it just gets huge. You can protect it from board wipes. So I like that. Underground Sea like helps me stay open. Recurring Nightmare is pretty sweet, and Collective Brutality is also a decent card. Do I try and wheel the Lion Sash? Or do I just take Underground Sea? Because like all of the black lands are like being passed right now. We just saw all the Mardu lands and now Underground Sea. So like we want at least one of these, I would think. Now I'm gonna take the Lion Sash. We already have the Mox Pearl. It's basically white fixing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I'm gonna take Silent Clearing just to make sure I can cast my Dark Confidant. There's some good black cards we're passing, but they're not amazing cards, and you know, we could end up like heavy white with a black splash, heavy black with a white splash, something like that. I'm gonna take Smuggler's Copter, and this is kinda the dream here. Dismember versus Temple Garden. Normally I would like to take Dismember here, but I'm actually going to take Temple Garden because, you know, you could get like a green-black fetch, and then suddenly this fixes for white. And black-white also gets like some of the best removal in the cube. Like Thoughtseize is kind of like removal, Dam, things like that. I would love to get Thraben Inspector, but Thoughtseize I think is a bit too irreplaceable here. Haunted Ridge, Vampiric Tutor, Wishclaw Talisman. I mean, black seems open. I could Vampiric Tutor for a Dark Confidant. I don't think that's super necessary. Wishclaw Talisman seems weird in this deck, so I guess I'll take a Gonti. I don't love Gonti. Well, he's really fun, but he's quite expensive for the effect. It is a really awesome effect, though. Okay, Scrubland did in fact come around, but so did Skyclave Apparition. This is unfortunate. I mean, Scrubland makes any like future fetches in black or white just really good fixing. Skyclave Apparition is just one of the best cards in our colors. And passing Skyclave Apparition could get someone else into white. Yeah, I'll take the Skyclave. That really hurts though. That's just like an unfortunate pack situation. Because not only are we passing good black-white fixing, there was like Grave Titan and Elspeth. Two cards that could move someone into black-white. But I don't know, you know, they didn't take it the first go around. There's not too much we can really do about that. Okay, Sun Titan, Woe Strider. Sun Titan's kind of spicy with Skyclave Apparition, so I'll take that. We could go a little bit bigger of a black-white deck. I normally like to draft like the mono 1 and 2 drops, and then maybe like top out at 3. It's just so hard to do with this cube because the curve is so high. So sometimes you just gotta resign yourself to like, you know, maybe my curve stops at 6 instead of 3. The downside of that is, you know, you have to run quite a few more lands, and then you have to get like utility lands to make sure you don't flood out and stuff. So there's a lot of like things you gotta do to make sure your deck works out when your curve is so high, but sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes you get to just get back a Skyclave Apparition with Sun Titan. Ravages of War is fine, I guess. I don't normally like these effects. Sundown Pass for red. Lyra Dawnbringer is actually a decent sideboard card. If our curve is going to be this high, we might as well go for it. Here we could take Elish Norn, I guess. And just go like, making this a much, much worse Dark Confidant deck. But that's why we have Lyra Dawnbringer. She attacks, gains 5, recoups the life loss that we hit from Dark Confidant, and we just keep doing that. Here I'm going to take Swords. I love Chromox, but I already have an on-color Mox. And Swords is like the best card we could ask for here, so I'll just take it. Snuff Out is really good. Free removal, and this is why I didn't take Dismember very highly. Like, if you compare Dismember to Snuff Out, it's kind of hilarious. Archangel Levison is pretty good too, but I'll take the free removal spell for now. Fatal Push, land tax, This is a pretty bad pack for us overall. I guess I'll take the Fatal Push, but I don't love it. And then in this pack, ooh, Path to Exile. Not really Braids deck. I think I was a bit overzealous. I think Braids was good in the Vintage Cube like 5 or 6 years ago when I played it a lot, like before I started recording videos. The cards are just so good now. Like if you compare Braids to Oko, right? You play Braids, your opponent already has Oko in play and they made a token. They sacrificed the token. They can either turn Braids into a 3/3 that negates her ability or just make tokens and negate it. Like, I don't know. The cards are so good now. I think I take Path. I love Revoker, but Path to Exile is a strong Magic card. And now a removal situation is pretty strong. So we don't really have to worry too much about that. Restoration of a Ganja is pretty nice, actually. Getting back things like Dark Confidant, Lion Sash, Smuggler's Copter, I don't hate. We could take a Wyrn Power Stone if we want to go super big, but I think we're going to do... There's like 2 ways to go big. The first is to just ramp, and the second is to... Actually, there's more, but the 2 main ways is to just like ramp, play Wyrn Power Stone, and the second is to just interact with your opponent to prolong the game, because you're going to draw cards, you know, over the course of the game and play lands that way. So if you could just like stop your opponent from doing stuff, you're kind of ramping in a sense in that you're prolonging the game so you get to the late game and you'll just have more lands in play at that time. Here we could take Liliana over Gideon. Again, we're a bit more controlling of a deck and Liliana's really good. Umzao's GT, well, sometimes they just give it to you. What is this? 9 cards. This is like a 6th pick Umzao's GT? Unbelievable. Have people read this card? Like, it's unreal how late this card goes. Nighthawk Scavenger is pretty bad, but okay in some matchups. I don't think I wouldn't like Mutavault, but I think my mana is just going to be way too bad to support a Mutavault. So I'm not going to take that. Baneslayer Angel. I think I like Scrap Heap Scrounger. Again, my mana is pretty bad, so I'll take it. Archangel Avacyn I like more than Baneslayer. Intrepid Adversary helps keep my curve low. It also can double as a 4-drop too, so that's tempting actually. Right now I have a ton of removal. Yeah, I think because I have GT, I'll take this thing. And do I want land tax now? I don't think I'm playing a Soulfire Grandmaster or a Lotus Petal. I'll take a land tax. Okay, Braids Cabal Minion, Eater of Virtue. I'll take Braids. I don't think any of those other cards were particularly good. Rebel Man, sure. Okay, red is open. I think I'm supposed to be in black, red, white. This is why I was complaining about opening all the Mardu lands. Because, like, that's basically what I'm hoping for right now is Scrubland. Or something like that. But they just were in the opening pack. And I had to take good cards over them because I didn't know for sure I was in black-white. And now things like Flooded Strand don't really help with my mana as much as I would have liked. I could take a Knight's Whisper. I could take Council's Judgment. I think, honestly, I'm just going to take the Flooded Strand and then just hope that the mana works out for me. Or do I take Arid Mesa, actually? I think it's way more likely I get, like, a Badlands. Or not Badlands, the Blood Crypt. I think it's way more likely I get a Blood Crypt than I do an Underground Sea or whatever. So I think I take Arid Mesa in this spot. I just need the fixing. So we have to hope that I can find a Godless Shrine here somewhere. Wormcoil Engine, Recruiter of the Guard. This pack's terrible. I don't know. Crypt Breaker is fine. I don't really have any other zombies. It's really slow as a starting card, but it does help keep my curve lower. I'm gonna take Wormcoil. It's just so good in some matchups. Here we could take Porcelain Legionnaire because it's colorless. Stealthy Woodwalker is great, but I just like my mana is horrendous right now. Overgrown Tomb. Does that work? No? Okay. Cathar Commando, I guess, is good. We're just kind of like transitioning into mono white, which is boring, but like when you just don't get the mana, what else are you supposed to do? Gideon's great. I can take a Gideon. Yeah, like I would love to play Inventoric. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to take the Scrubland there in like one of the early packs. Custody Lich is fine. I'm just not able to cast any of the cards in my deck. Oh, they're all so good too. Oh, this hurts. Alright. I mean, see, I cut this, I cut this, I cut this, I cut this, I cut this. I just like splash black, take it down to a Vanguard here. Oh, this is what always happens. I try and draft an interesting deck, and then white is like so open that it doesn't even matter. Like I just get mono white cards. And then my deck is just white. Get rid of Collective Brutality, get rid of Fatal Push. I don't know. Right now I'm basically just splashing a Dark Confidant. In fact, I could probably just cut. I mean, this makes my mana playable. Can bring in Oust and Ravages of War. I think I'm like slightly short on playables, but right now I have like one black source. And this is the issue with white in the cube. Like, there are so many double white, or black white in particular. There are so many double white cards and so many double black cards. Because I passed that one piece of fixing on like the first pack, I just, like, none of these cards are castable in my deck. So we'll figure out what to do. I mean, I think I have to end up playing some black cards because I just don't have the fixing for them. I don't know. I guess I could play red cards as well. Goblin Rabblemaster, Zealous Conscripts. Those are a lot easier to cast, but I kind of want Dark Confidant, Collective Brutality. I'll take the Voidwalker. Student of Warfare was a good pickup. Rashad in Port was also great. Life from the Loam, sure. I don't know. The problem with this is my curve is super high. Oh my gosh. So my archetype was wide open. I just, like, can't cast any cards in my deck. Oh man. So this is how I would like to build it. But we're like fairly short on playables. The good way to do this would be like if I was just playing the best cards here, it would be like Thoughtseize, Dark Confidant, Liliana, and then probably Snuff Out. So if I want to be like very greedy, this is the way to do it. The problem is, like, how am I casting? Well, let's see what the mana base looks like, because I have literally Silent Clearing, and I have to run 17 land with this. Oof. 17 land with no utility lands. Otherwise, I can cut the 2 double black cards, and I can run Lyra Dawnbringer, Sun Titan. And I guess with Sun Titan, I do want to run Arid Mesa. What does this look like? 12 and 2? Oh, no. I don't think I can run Thoughtseize, actually, because I'm just never hitting black on turn 1. That's just, like, not a thing that's going to happen. I'm just going to have this, like, really... Oh, I do have land tax. Can bring in Collective Brutality? That's just, like, an overall decent card here. 12 and 2. I think I'm going to go 11 and 3 here. So I know we're rocking 16 lands plus Mox Pearl, puts us at 17. It's a pretty high land count, but we have Lion Sash and Jite plus Smuggler's Copter to help us out of it. Restoration of Iganjo as well. Alright, I'll try this. Just like a couple black cards. Oh, this would be such a sweet deck if I could cast the spells. I don't even think I can afford a Rishid import here. Oh well. This deck looks fun. See you guys round 1. Oh, right, we're playing against Lur Hoarder. I don't know how to say that. Wow, this hand, man. If my mana was good, this would be a turn 1 Dark Confidant. I'm still going to keep it because it's a turn 1, I don't know, Lion Sash maybe? 2 mana 1/1. Let's see, exiling cards from graveyard. I think I just want to go Student of Warfare, actually. Pull you up. I just don't have anything to eat with this. Sensei's top, sure. Okay, Swords to Plowshares. So, make this a 3/3. Attack them and then hold up swords. And this is why I like keeping my curve low, right? If you have a lot of 2-drops, you have the opportunity to, like, be on 2 lands effectively and not really have a problem. The thing is, like, or a lot of 2 and 1 drops, right? I could, like, play a spell here, do other stuff. The thing is, my deck is oof. They missed on lands though. That's going to be particularly brutal. I think they're just going to die here when I Skyclave their top. Yeah. I think this is probably over. They just let it happen. Interesting. They could have drawn with top, but then that, like, puts them even farther behind. Okay. Oh, beautiful. You know what's going to happen here? Lion Sash. Eat your Grave Titan. Good luck reanimating him now. I didn't want to play Thalia because I also have Swords to Plowshares up this way. Eat this. Boros Signet. Okay, they kept a pretty... This can't even get black mana. That just, like, feels bad. Are they dead here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, they're not dead. So let's just play Thalia and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so there's no point in eating this because I could just hold up Swords to Plowshares. Alright, opponent, I don't know. That feels like a hand that you would keep if you had like Channel Emrakul or something weird. I think I'm just gonna run it back. I don't know much about their deck, and I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, those who were wondering like why I was making such a big deal out of my mana is like specifically that hand. I could have played turn 1 Dark Confidant and just dominated, but I just like was unable to play any spells. Imagine if I had a double black card in that hand. It's like so uncastable. All right, the old Badlands Forest deck. Hopefully they don't do anything and I can go Thalia. Demir Signet, okay. I'm still just going to play Thalia here. I know it kind of slows down everything else, but it seems like it really hurts them more than it will hurt me. Oh, never mind, they have Urza Saga. Exile target non-land permanent. Yeah, the problem. I don't have any swamps either. Okay, I can't cast any black spells here, so let's attack. Then just play a 3-mana Smuggler's Copter. Okay, that resolves. Well, if their plan is to just make Urza Saga tokens, that's not a huge problem. Because I have Smuggler's Copter, I have Oust, which is pretty good at dealing with the tokens. Also, this artwork is awesome. Holy cow, that's cool. Okay, so they are just going to make a token. It's going to be a 2/2, so that's not even a big problem. We could play Dark Confidant through here. Or wait, no, let's just play Dark Confidant. And then Crew. Yeah, let's do that. Crew here. Attack for 5. This only makes it 2/2. Let's loot. Discard planes. And I have Path to Exile at the ready. We'll see though. Urza Saga can totally just grab like Black Lotus or something and I'll just get destroyed. Okay, they make another construct. Okay, they're just gonna grab Sensei's Top. I think that's not a big deal. They also tapped their mana. No, they didn't tap wrong. Probably gonna Path to Exile a construct so I just don't take a bunch of damage. Because I also have Snuff Out and stuff. Path this. Phantasmal Image, copying Construct token? Okay. Well, that's good actually. I can target that with Oust. I just want to hit a swamp here. Cathar Commando also works actually. So we're gonna crew here. Attack before I do anything else. Let's loot. Collective Brutality. I can discard a instant or sorcery, so it's not just non-creature, non-land. I mean, I can Collective Brutality plus Oust. I think I'm gonna discard this Snuff Out. I'm just like never casting that card. I like Cathar Commando in this spot. I do want a Collective Brutality. Restoration of a Ganjo is pretty good, but maybe that's just a bit too slow. But I can't do everything, so I think we're just going to oust the 4/4 construct. I don't really care about gaining them life, because this dies from anything, even like a Collective Brutality targeting. Then pass turn. Yeah, this Thalia is actually hampering me a bit, but it's probably hampering my opponent a lot too. And we want this game to go late because we have Dark Confidant. It just, you know, he draws his cards, does good stuff. Okay, here comes Vraska. They kill the Copter. That's unfortunate, but, you know, understandable. We get to kill Vraska now. Bring in Cathar Commando. Reveal a swamp. Or just a bunch of planes. Okay. Man, I really want to double spell this turn. I think I'm actually just going to Cathar Commando down the construct. And then play Restoration of a Ganjo. That feels correct to me. Play this, play Restoration. Get another planes out of my deck. And the benefit of this is I can get back the Smuggler's Copter if I want to. I can get back Cathar Commando even. Kill Vraska, attack them. I'm really trying to figure out what their deck does. I mean, it might just be like Sultai midrange. They have like Vraska, Phantasmal Image, Urza Saga. Okay, more signets. Yeah, Thalia is really hurting them. So I'm glad she's in the deck. Obviously, she's slowing me down, but it's a lot better for the game to be slowed down when you're the one with like attackers in play. They don't do anything. I don't know what I want. I guess I get to see what I hit with Dark Confidant. Intrepid Adversary. That's pretty good. And a Dante Vanguard. All right, let's discard a planes and get back. I think I want a flyer. Then I can play one. I could play Intrepid Adversary double kicked. That feels good. Okay, this twice. Done. Okay. The interface for that is so terrible. I hit my opponent for 8. And then they're dead to Smuggler's Copter. They're dead to, like, just basically everything. They need a Wrath and removal for Smuggler's Copter here. Even Elish Norn wouldn't do it. Grave Titan doesn't do it. Show and Tell. Okay. Do I put into play an Adanto Vanguard? Yes. Do they just have Time Walk? No! No, they do! Wow. Alright. Let's kill ourselves with Adanto Vanguard, I suppose. That's really sick. Show and Tell Time Walk Emrakul, huh? The fact that Smuggler's Copter enters tapped. Oh, this has Trample, right? No, Emrakul does not have Trample. Alright, Show and Tell Emrakul Time Walk. That's good to know about, and I will definitely be Collective Brutalitying, because I could have stopped that at any time. I feel like against an Emrakul deck, they probably have Channel as well. I just have to bring in Thoughtseize and hope for the best. Like my only shot. Land tax seems pretty bad on the play. Go first. Alright, I mean, I keep this. If I can draw a Black Source, Thoughtseize will help us get through this. Gonna be honest, that was not a series of plays I was expecting from their deck. They mulled a 6, okay. I'm expecting to lose to just turn 2 Channel Emrakul. But we'll see, that's not actually... Ugh, these black cards though. They're good, they will be useful in the future. But I need to hit a swamp like next turn. I should have just like... Oh no. Okay. Okay, they did not strip... If they strip mine me there, that'd be kind of like game over. Let's go with Adanto Vanguard first. Crew here. Attack for 3. Hit a land, please. Council's Judgment. Okay. They have strip mine. I'm discarding Gideon. I'm just never getting there. This is wild. I'm running 17 lands too. So if they just Show and Tell Emrakul, I would have like 2 draw steps to hit a Council's Judgment. Ready can kill Smuggler's Copter, I guess. Okay, they just make a Defender. So I could just like Swords the Defender, or if I draw a Black Source here, Student of Warfare. Okay, so let's go Student. Student's gonna crew the Copter. Do I want to Swords the Plowshares this 1/1 construct, or do I want to pay for life and then give them a Duretti? I guess I can attack and see what happens. Attack Duretti, attack Duretti. We can loot another Plains. Okay, so I'm gonna have 3 mana. I suppose at this point we're just gonna discard Collective Brutality. And I think I just want to pay the life. Then we can go land, Porcelain Legionnaire. I mean, there is like some concern about going below 15 life. But like if they tag with Emrakul, I'm pretty much dead anyway. So I think it like I don't really have to be too concerned about that. Demonic Tutor. Okay, so they're grabbing Time Walk almost for sure, I think. Or a land. I mean, you know, you could tutor for a land in this spot. Okay, so they have Strip Mine available. I have Lyra Dawnbringer, I guess. Crew here. And attack Duretti with the Copter. And then attack them with these 2. They could do 4 more damage to me if they want. Ooh, Skyclave Apparition's huge, actually. Discard this. Yeah, we can Skyclave this Signet and cut them off black mana. Alright, pay 4, keep this alive. Skyclave. Eat this. Yeah, any black source would have been great. Maybe I'm supposed to discard Gideon instead of... discard Thoughtseize instead of Gideon. But we'll see. This deck is basically a pretty good mono white deck. Ooh, that makes sense as well. They eat my Skyclave. They get a 2/2. Fair enough. There's the swamp. Alright, let's see what you got going on over there, opponent. Oh man. Okay. Their hand is terrible. Let's just take Toxic Deluge and they're dead. Okay, let's do that. Let's Swords the Skyclave. Crew the Copter here. Level this up twice. Man, Toxic Deluge would have been gross. Flute. I saw their hand. Grave Titan, Ashiok, Wishclaw Talisman, Liliana Makeshift Mannequin. I'm just gonna discard Council's Judgment. I know what's in their hand, and it's nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I just let this through. Let's see, what could they possibly do? They could draw like Time Walk. I don't know. I think the only way I die here is from like some weird damage. Okay. Whew. The black mana came in on turn 5. Eventually got there. See you guys next round. Oh, right. We're playing against Mr. Owl. The hand's alright. I'll keep it. It's not amazing, but we have a lot of disruption, which is what this deck is good at. I just wish that this could get a black source. But being on the draw, I think that's more likely anyway. Oh, and they mulled a 5? Okay. You can take that. Let's go Arid Mesa pass. Can we just talk about the Plains artwork? It's so good. It's unbelievable. Alright, they have Wishclaw. I'm going to scare them as if I have Mana Tithe, but then I'm not going to Mana Tithe. And I just want to flash in a Cathar Commando. They appear to be on Storm. I really want to kill this. Otherwise, they're going to like Wishclaw for like a draw 7 or something. Ooh, Grim Monolith. Okay. Okay, now what do I kill? Am I scared of big mana or something else? Well, we're definitely attacking them first. So we'll start there. So next turn they could have 6 mana. They could like Time Spiral. I think I'm going to kill the Grim Monolith, leave them with Wishclaw Talisman because they're probably pretty mana limited. Like, even if you can Demonic Tutor, I get to tutor the next turn. What are they doing with this mana? Alright. I literally don't think there's a single effect in the cube that you can do with 3 colorless mana. But you got it. So now, if they don't Wishclaw Talisman, I can Council's Judgment the Wishclaw Talisman. Oh, they're just going for it. Okay. The thing that made me realize that I probably should kill the mana is they didn't Wishclaw last turn. So they like clearly didn't have like a pretty easy win. Okay, never mind, there's Black Lotus. I don't know. You're just kind of guessing in these situations, right? I killed their 3 mana and then maybe they tutored for 3 mana here. Now they play Emery. Alright, Emery's easy to deal with. I like that. Is it Signet Mystical Tutor stuff? Alright. Maybe they're just hoping that I can Restoration of a Ganjo. So let's attack for 3. And she says, choose target artifact card in your graveyard, you may cast the card this turn. So if I wait to Path to Exile her, then they can activate and cast Black Lotus. So I think I'm going to Path the Emery now. That does give them mana, but this lets me play land tax. Although, I think I'm just going to go land Restoration of a Ganjo, actually. That makes way more sense. And then I could just discard this land tax. Okay, they go Swamp, then we go a Ganjo. Go ahead. Oh, actually, I could just get back Cathar Commando. That seems even better. Okay, they have no effects. Discard land tax. Get back Cathar Commando. Play land. Attack for 3. Play Gideon. Make a token. They remand Gideon. Sure. So next turn, I can only hit them for 8 and put them down to 3. If I ultimate Gideon. Shelldock, I don't think works. Unless they have another card draw effect. Okay. This flips. I need to see if I ran Armageddon in the main deck. I don't think I did. Okay, Armageddon or Ravages of War is not in the main deck, so I can't Wishclaw Talisman for that. So let's just go Gideon. And I kind of want to just Emblem Gideon right now. Sometimes just putting your opponent down in life against what appears to be a Storm deck is your best bet. Because, you know, they might want to like Vampiric Tutor, Knight's Whisper, things like that. Yawgmoth's Bargain. But we have a great sideboard for this matchup. Let's bring in Rishadan Port, Ravages of War. Get rid of Sun Titan, Lyra Dawnbringer, Snuff Out. Bring in Thoughtseize. Add another Swamp. Do I want... I mean, they have that one creature, so I think Path to Exile Swords are useful. Do I care about Oust? Oh, I don't care about land tax. Land tax is... Well, I'm on the draw, actually. Oh, I wish I could put Braids in my deck. She's so good in this spot. I mean, I could... Is she better than anything else? No, I think all the rest of these have more utility. Sorry, Braids. I would play her if I had the mana, but a double black card with only 5 black sources is just never happening. Stand corrected. Double black card with only 5 black sources can happen. In this specific spot. We have some really good disruption against their permanents. Turn 2, Danto Vanguard. Turn 3, Skyclave. Obviously a Black Lotus, so there are some starts I just won't be able to disrupt at all. But we'll do our best. Okay, we get Path to Exile. One could be holding up Remand, but that's not really something you can play around. Go Swamp, Vanguard. Okay, so Emery. I think we're gonna go Path to Exile and then... Oh, they're on... No. Remand, Putrid Imp? Okay, I don't know what their deck is anymore. I guess I don't really need to path the Emery, huh? They don't have any artifacts in their graveyard. The problem is if they play Black Lotus off the top, then we're in trouble. So I think what we're gonna do is play Smuggler's Copter and just hold up Path to Exile. And then if they cast Black Lotus in response, we can path the Emery. But I think given, I don't know, they have Putrid Imp, that makes me feel like I want to save Path to Exile to deal with, like, Griselbrand or something. Alright, there's Black Lotus. Yeah, I think I just have to do this. I can't give them that much mana. It might be a mistake, but I still don't know what their deck does. So that, you know, if they do cast Griselbrand here, that's fine. I don't think they have enough mana for it, though. Triple blue off Black Lotus into... Is this just like an Urza? Okay, I can work with that. Using Black Lotus to get card draw is just pretty inefficient. Like, if think about this. Black Lotus into Memory Deluge is 2 cards and, you know, effectively 1 mana for 2 cards. So it's still pretty good for them. Like, you would probably take that exchange because you're trading 2 cards for 2 other cards at the effect of 1 mana. It's kind of like Faithless Looting in a sense. Or I guess Chart a Course is a better option. Wow, they are going deep. I don't know what their deck does, but I'm scared. But either way, it's a lot less scary when your opponent's using Black Lotus to draw cards than it is to put stuff into play, because fixing or like card manipulation doesn't really impact the board. Like, you could have the best hand ever, but if you can't deploy it quickly, then you're just not going to win the game. So like Black Lotusing out a Grave Titan, much scarier. All right, so I guess we're just going to show our hand here with Cathar Commando. Yeah, do this. Cathar Commando, crew the Copter. Hit them for 6. Hopefully hit Thoughtseize. Swords to Plowshares, honestly, pretty good draw. I won't complain about that one. Alright, what are you through the breaching, good friend? Please don't be Emrakul. Come on! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean... Okay. So I keep a Plains? Or you know what? Given this, I think I just keep a Danto Vanguard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who knows? Maybe a Danto Vanguard can get there. Heck. Ooh, they Vampiric Tutor. Okay. So now they can get Black Lotus. Or they could Vampiric Tutor for Demonic Tutor. That's some high-level play. Okay, they did actually tutor for Lotus. And then they play Urza. Okay, so I can actually beat... No. Well, yeah, I have to Swords the Urza now. They only gain 1 life off this. They get a 2/2 construct. They have mana drain? Okay. So now I need to draw another land. Okay. I won't complain. So they get 1 turn to activate Urza, and then I can Skyclave Apparition the Urza, and they no longer have that like extra card draw. And the Skyclave Apparition is a 2/2. What did you... Okay, right. Urza. They get Entomb, which is scary. But they can't really Shallow Grave, because I think they're playing Putrid Imp Shallow Grave stuff. They cast Entomb. Wow, okay, they are on Reanimator too. They have a lot of stuff going on. They should actually attack with the Construct, I think. That means I can never activate a Danto Vanguard. Although actually, no, because then I can attack back if I kill Urza. Yeah, I think this plays correct from the opponent. Oh. Ha! Sometimes you just draw running lands and you're good to go. Do this, eat the Urza, attack with the Donto Vanguard. I'm gonna go to 1 life here, but I think that's okay. I can hit them for 5 next turn. I can draw a card with Silent Clearing. This has been a crazy game. I might actually beat it through the Breach Emrakul. Brawl is fine. What are these draws? What? Oh no. Okay. Wow, Brawl into Treasure Cruise, you say? Alright. Alright, I can't complain. Lion Sash is pretty good here. Okay. Do I just attack with Adonta Vanguard or do I attack with both? If I attack with both, I'm dead to a single removal spell, which they, they're pretty likely to have with only 3 cards in hand, and this is a really weird spot, actually. I attack with 1, they obviously just trade. I attack with both, they take it. Am I dead to a removal spell anyway? If they kill my Lion Sash, they just block here. This is really tough. I don't know what to do. If I attack like this, they block here, and then next turn I have 1, 2, I have lethal there. So this beats them playing a blocker, but I guess a removal spell is pretty bad for me anyway because they kill the Skyclave and get a 4/4. So I think I actually attack like this. Okay, this attack worked out pretty well. Play Lion Sash. We're both drawing fantastically well. I cannot tap Silent Clearing for mana. I need to keep that in mind. So now we're dead to Shallow Grave on... No, Shallow Grave doesn't hit Gristlebrand. This has been a wild game. We're both top decking like champions. Wishclaw Talisman. Alright. They can tutor up something that costs 2 mana. Oh, did they just have Collective Brutality? That would be unfortunate. Okay. They didn't have a plan in mind. They're looking through their deck. Otherwise, they would have, instantly found Collective Brutality or Lightning Bolt and killed me. So that's good. Shallow Grave doesn't work unless I exile Brawl in response. Reanimate doesn't do it, I don't think. I mean, they have Black Lotus in their deck. It's not exiled. Oh, it is exiled. Why is it exiled? No, that's just revealed. Okay. No. No, that is... Why is Black Lotus exiled? For a Treasure Cruise, maybe? So, I think I want to do something weird here, and I want to exile Gristlebrand right now on their main phase, because if I exile them on their end step, then they can... No, they can't Shallow Grave. Alright, let's exile now. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that can happen at instant speed here. Dark Ritual is... Okay, the top creature card is Brawl. So that's fine. I think I did want to do it on their main phase, though, because of Brawl. Thalia's good. I can Wishclaw for something that costs 2. I guess I wanted to do this on a different, turn phase. Yeah, I think that was well played by them. If I did this on their second main, I guess they could just wait, right? They could have just Shallow Graved anyway, so there's not a whole lot of ways for me to overcome this. Let me look through my deck really quick. There are very few things I can actually tutor up here that help me. Path to Exile is gone and all of that. So they only have 2 cards in hand. Alright, let's go Thalia. Then attack for damage here. And this gets sacrificed. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. So I kind of want that exiled instead of in their graveyard. So I don't actually want to grow Lion Sash. So if their hand is literally through the Breach Emrakul, I'm dead to that. But otherwise I could beat most things here. They cycle Shark Typhoon for 1. Do they have a way to give it haste? Oh, Time Walk? No! Oh my god. Oh, that scared me. Okay. Whew. I thought they were going to Time Walk and kill me right there. That was quite the match. That was one of my favorite victories I've ever had. I beat through the Breach Emrakul when I had 1 permanent in play. Okay, see you guys in the finals. Alright, we're here in the finals. Hand's got a mix of lands and spells. I can actually cast all the spells in my deck now, which is great. Or at least I have the mana for them. Hey! Hello. Opponent says, I don't know, they said a bad word, and then Caleb Gannon. I don't know what 3-letter word Magic Online would censor, but it censors a bunch of ridiculous things, so who even knows? I just hope I get to oust a Birds of Paradise. Right, let's go Student of Warfare. Man, the white mirror matches always end up really spicy. So there's a couple directions I can take this. I can play around removal, or play around removal on Student of Warfare by playing Porcelain Legionnaire. I can play around counter magic by leveling up Student of Warfare. They could have Mana Tithe and Daze here. I think repeal on Student of Warfare would be pretty backbreaking, but I think I'm better off leveling up the student here. I think it's more likely they have one of those counter spells than it is that they have like a Path to Exile or something. Most decks, or most people I see playing like Esper colors, tend to be pretty reactive with counter magic. So if I can, play Porcelain Legionnaire with 1 mana up, playing around Daze, that seems fine. Of course, this ended up pretty bad for me. Ooh, Esper Sentinel. Okay. So let's go... I guess I don't want to reveal what colors I am yet. So we could just go Plains, Porcelain Legionnaire, not playing around Daze. And kind of the reason for this play is if they do have Daze, they're going to hit my Sun Titan with it most likely. All right. Okay, so now I have Student of Warfare, so I can attack for 3 here. I can go Silent Clearing, Student of Warfare, level up, and I'll take the extra damage here to level up. All right, he's dead, so I don't know, maybe it wasn't worth taking the damage, but one's down to 13, and we are very close to Sun Titaning. They're missing... No, they're not missing land drops. Ooh, Rishadan Port is kind of annoying. Teferi kills... Ugh, and this is 4 or less. Alright, we're in trouble. Just a swamp. I guess I oust this Esper Sentinel? Or I can Skyclave the Esper Sentinel to threaten Teferi. That actually seems like a pretty decent play, actually. Yeah, I like that. Skyclave this. Pass turn. That way, if they kill the Skyclave, I can Sun Titan the Skyclave. If they play blocker, I can oust. They only have 2 cards in hand right now. Rishadan Port plus Teferi is pretty spicy, though. Okay, so they eat this. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's exiled as well. They've strip mine too? Oh my gosh. Alright, the Sun Titan is never being cast. Okay, that goes down. Then they can Rishadan Port. I think I just need to crack Silent Clearing. I'm just never getting to Sun Titan in any timely manner. And hitting... I guess I want them to untap. Hitting Council Judgment here is really important. Towards the Plowshares. Okay. Oh, right. I know about that, dude. Alright, let's play on Daze. Pass turn. They have 1 card in hand. They're going to draw 2 cards this turn, though. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay, Mentor, we're going to have to Swords. Hopefully I don't have a spell right now. Ah, they did. Yeah, I got to eat this guy now. But now they have 2 blockers here for Teferi. So I need to draw another removal spell. I'm never having black mana again for the rest of the game. Oh. Okay, I mean, Plains is fine. Let's attack Teferi here. They have to chump block if they want to keep him around. The problem is next turn Teferi is going to go up to 4, and then he's just going to be like too big for Porcelain Legionnaire to kill. Do I want to oust the monk now? I don't think so. No! I'm just going to I concede to that? No, I don't. Because I could draw like Council Judgment, they could draw like nothing. I feel pretty silly about this not playing my oust thing though. Yeah, I could draw Gideon. There's a lot of stuff I could hit. Take 1, they get to Rishadan Port. Teferi is really, really, really good. Gideon? Council Judgment? Okay, you know what? That's fine. That does quite a bit for me. Grab the Plains. Do I cast the Plains, though, is the question. Attack Teferi. They probably don't even chump block. Yep. I can trade my Plains for Student of Warfare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I draw another land next turn... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I draw another land next turn, I can play Sun Titan through Rishadan Port. I think I'm better off just getting Student of Warfare. I'm going to hit lands at some point in my matchup. And just having more creatures in play seems better. The thing is, they still have 4 cards in hand. Like, what's going on over there? They could play literally, like, one from hundreds of cards that would just win the game on the spot pretty much. Okay, they attack for 2. That's the one that makes sense to attack with, because if I have a kill spell, I could kill Tide Hollow and then oust the Monk token anyway. Yeah, like that card. That card definitely does a lot of work in this position. Tap my land. Thalia. I guess Thalia doesn't really do anything right now. Discard Thalia, get back Silent Clearing. So keeping the land in hand didn't really help me because the center's tapped, but it just gave me outs to do other things. Thalia, I think, is just useless in this position, so I didn't want her. And she's pretty decent card to get back with Sun Titan. Okay, Blades Placer, also a problem. Yep, a lot of problematic cards in this situation. Take 5 in the air. They have 2 cards in hand. One of them's probably Counterspell of some sort. Oh, I will concede to that. And everyone got to find out if they had counter magic. Okay. Blue-white control. I'm feeling some Ravages of War. I like that. Oust seems fine. Just really slow. And I don't even know if I want Collective Brutality, but I guess it kills a lot of their creatures. And then Sun Titan's also like really, really slow. But he is bigger than their Lyra Dawnbringer, I guess. Alright. Alright, let's do this. On the play. There's Dark Confidant. I still have yet to see... well, no, I saw Mox Pearl, I think, game 1. And it just never showed up after that. But this hand looks good. I mean, Dark Confidant's a great start. If I could play turn 1, I would be a lot more happy about it. Okay, they mulliganed. Ugh, imagine if they have Mana Tide here. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Okay. They can't possibly stop the Confidant. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I don't know. I could play Thalia, but if they oust, it's gonna take their whole turn pretty much anyway. And this is better if their plan is to hold up counter magic from turns 2 and on. Okay. Get some cards. Graphic Scrounger is not terrible. That's good too. Okay, let's attack for 2. And I don't want to run into removal, so I'm just gonna flash in Cathar Commando and then probably cast Ravages of War the following turn. Or sorry, I don't want to run into counter magic. Okay, they can strip mine. Not like a huge problem. Float the mana. I know I make fun of people for doing this, but I kind of have to. I'll flash this into play on like days and stuff. A dismembered Dark Confidant. Okay. Skyclave Apparition. So I can hit them for 3. I can go ahead and just land a Thalia. Seems good against their deck, especially if they have a Mox. Like, I have Ravages of War, but casting Thalia is oddly similar if it just denies them cards. If they spend their whole turn casting like a Mox Sapphire, I can eat it with a Skyclave Apparition. And if they don't do anything and I draw my 4th land, because I'm not guaranteed to be able to cast this anyway. So if they don't do anything, then I can double creature, which is a pretty good place to be as well. Wall of Omens is really good there. Do I just eat the Wall of Omens? It's the most aggressive line. It seems bad. It seems really bad. It's only preventing like 3 damage a turn. Yeah, let's just play a Danto Vanguard. I'd rather Skyclave like a Jace the Mind Sculptor. I don't know though. If I Skyclave Wall of Omens there, I think they die next turn because they take 5 from this spot, so they would be at 8. 5, 6, 7. No, they would not die. At which point I like holding the Skyclave more. Protect against Bone Shredder type things. Okay, they kill the Thalia. Okay. I can Ravages of War. It's like we're actually in this weird spot where they could just pay for Bone Shredder and I'm like not doing so well. I think I do actually wait on this. Let's play this first. Yeah, I'm gonna Ravages next turn. And if they want to pay for the Bone Shredder, they can. Because I don't have good attacks right now, right? I attack with both. They block Bone Shredder, Cathar Commando, and then block a Danto Vanguard with Wall of Omens. I don't like that though. Well, I don't know. It's probably fine. If their best play is like Wrath of God, I keep a Danto Vanguard and kill all the lands in play, and it's probably enough to win. Otherwise, I mean, I have lethal right now with Skyclave. Yonin Relic Warder eats something. Sure. This Rishadan port has been so backbreaking. Yep. Okay. They port down my planes. Ugh. Land. Student of Warfare. Alright, let's Skyclave down the Leonin Relic Warder. Hit them for a bunch. And we're not that concerned about a Wrath because we have a Danto Vanguard and Scrap Heap Scrounger. Lyra Dawnbringer is a concern, but Skyclave doesn't even deal with her anyway. Oh, I shouldn't have mentioned Lyra Dawnbringer. Okay, that's fine. They eat my Skyclave. Yeah. I get a 2-2. They Rishadan port me. Ugh, this port is so good. It's so annoying. Alright, there we go. Arid Mesa, fetch. Planes. Swing out. Well, no. I want to know. Let's Ravage the War first. Okay. Now I know I could just swing out here. I guess they were dead anyway. So there's no point in showing them Armageddon. In fact, I think that was just a bad thing. So they had the Relic Order, they had some stuff. I think my deck's pretty decent. The land tax on the draw might help me out a bit. Alright. Still no Mox Pearl, but we could draw it. And this hand's pretty good. Pretty hard to do wrong when you have Jite and Copter. Ooh, and Snuff Out. Alright, let's lead on Swamp. And yeah, I'm going to run Copter into potential counter. I didn't really see much counter magic from them in the previous games, so I just don't think they have that much. If they Leonin Relic Warder, I can Snuff Out and then get Smuggler's Copter back. Okay, they don't do anything. Not complaining here. Go ahead and play Vanguard. Crew? Attack? What is going on over there? Let's discard the extra swamp, because I have Silent Clearing too. I guess this exposes me to Strip Mine, but by discarding swamp it tells them I have a bunch maybe? I don't know. Oh no! Skyclave my Vanguard. Unacceptable. Oh, Skyclave the Copter. Still unacceptable, but not as bad. I don't even know if I want to Snuff Out that. I get a 2-2. I think I can wait on the Snuff Out. Because we get to go... I kind of regret it now. Planes. Now let's just plain equip Jite. Equip here. They're kind of locked into blocking from this spot. Because they lose their creature regardless. Okay, so they do that. I get counters here. I give them Thalia, which means they can play big Teferi, but with Snuff Out plus Jite counters, I feel like I'm in an okay spot for that. And I'm just going to take the hit, because this kind of protects me against Wrath effects anyway. They oust my Vanguard. Fair enough. Alright, now I guess I Jite this down. This gives me an attacker, so then I can equip Jite to something and swing. Ooh, Mox Portal's pretty good too. Alright, let's equip here. A Brainstorm Shore. That goes through. Let's play Mox Pearl. And I guess there's attack for 2. Get charge counters. This is a creature, so I think I should be able to cast it post Thalia, but we'll find out together. Do I play Lion Sash or do I wait? You know, I think I have the mana. I'm actually going to wait on Lion Sash just to play around a board wipe. I have a good hand. The only way they get out of this is cast Wrath of God after a land. Hey, they don't do anything. I kind of want to pop this for a card. Ooh, Vanguard. That's right. I knew that was a draw. Okay. Go ahead and attack. We have Snuff Out to protect our dudes and stuff. They fetch, sure. Venser Shaper Savant is going to bounce the Illusion. Oh, that's kind of annoying. You could bounce the Jite, but that seems pretty bad. Yeah, bounce the Illusion. No Jite counters for me. I can kill Venser so they can't block, but I don't really feel like that's super necessary. Now I get to go Lion Sash and Adante Vanguard. So now we're protected against a Wrath. And Lion Sash is going to get huge. We'll see what they have, though. Okay, they Time Warp themselves. That's fine. And they do that before attacking, too. I guess that... I don't know. I feel like they could have gotten in maybe 2 free damage. But I will not complain. Tap land off the top is good. Because their best play last turn was Time Warp. So they can't have something like too great here, I would think. Bone Shredder is annoying, but fine. There's only one target, which is Thalia. Then we get to start growing our boy. Lion Sash. Eat the Misty... Well, actually, let's eat Skyclave. I don't want them playing Sun Titan. Want upkeep. They're going to Rish it and port down our Swamp. No, they're not. Okay. Let's go ahead and equip Jite to a Danto Vanguard. Actually, if they have swords, I'd rather them swords the Lion Sash, I think. Because the Danto Vanguard's indestructible. Yeah, let's do this. Then we can attack. And do I ping down the Bone Shredder? I think so. Bone Shredder blocking a Danto Vanguard is just too convenient. Okay, so now they have like Dismember. -5, -5. That actually doesn't kill it. +2, +2. Yeah, that doesn't kill it, right? I can make it 5. I can make it a 7/7. So let's eat their Bone Shredder. I guess I snuff out the Venser now, and I think they just die right now. No, they don't just die, but they're very close. They can't do that much. So this becomes a 3/3, 4/4, 5/5. And then Umezawa's Jite has abilities, which is messed up. So my opponent takes 5 and goes to 2. I saw that line immediately after casting the Dismember. Opponent says, GG's, awesome to finally play against you, big fan. Love to hear it. You played really well, Fleetfoot. I mean, I think that was probably the correct play anyway, because you're just so dead to Lion Sash, you just need me to miss that play. I think your best bet is like doing it after blocks, obviously, so you don't take extra damage here, because if they blocked, if you block and, well, I'll just tell them. Yeah, if you block and register damage first, then my Lion Sash, because it's a 2/2 right now, and you block with Venser, I wouldn't have snuff out at it probably. And then, no, then you can't how does that work? You'd have to do it in response to the Umezawa's Jite damage trigger. That's how it would work. I think that's how it would have to happen. Echo of Aeons. I love it. Oh, wow, this hand is terrible. Okay. They just go like Mox, Sapphire, and Balance. They're trying to dismember. Good games, opponent. Great playing against you. We got a trophy. Oh, that's me making some art. Well, if you're interested, I literally didn't mean to do this on purpose, but I have an art creation software. Check the description if you're interested in that. But what I was interested in, how do I get back to my deck? This deck was great. The mana was horrendous, and that was the biggest bane our whole time. I would have loved to play like all these cards, but we just couldn't. And, you know, just sticking with mana consistency, playing this really bad Sun Titan, I think ended up, well, Sun Titan didn't end up working for us. I think Ravages of War is probably better. But overall, the rest of the deck I think was great. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. If you made it this far into the video, you're clearly enjoying the content. So if you want to help support me being able to make more content, there's 2 ways to do it. The first is free and very easy. Just following me on Instagram. You get, you know, to see cool stuff like this cat made out of trees or this dog that's an island. Some very interesting or trippy videos like this one, which it's not for everybody. The other one is just going to my store. I sell art like the ones I've shown. So there's a lot of cool stuff there. You can shop the collections and see things like this. I'm selling t-shirts. And I would really appreciate it. Thank you.